Oh, just so you guys know, we record all of the sessions so when you guys are not able to attend, you'll be able to get the video. Do you guys hear Martine? For some reason, I don't really hear her. We have 3 more minutes to go.
Oh, no.
Hi, Martine.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm an LP and I'm in Alberta. I'm just trying to join the traveling nursing, and I'm kind of trying to get in touch with as much nurses as possible or travelers who are already in the field and learn about the taxing things go, because so many people are telling me, oh, you are on your own, you are a contractor, your own contractor, you need to file your taxes by your own at the end of the year. So trying to have that knowledge will help me know where I'm going to before I get my feet wet. That's why I'm here.
First of all, you're not alone. We're here with you. We understand how it works already. That's why George is here. And we have accounting education on Friday. So you're not alone. When they say you're on your own, tell them, nope, I'm not alone.
Thank you so much.
Flaunt it to them. Do this.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm not alone.
I'm not alone. Thank
There
you.
you go. Anybody else? And then we'll hand over to George.
Welcome, everybody. How is everybody today?
We are good.
All right. My name is George Tricosis. So just a little bit about myself before I get started. So I was born and raised in Toronto. My parents immigrated here from Italy and Greece when they were small. And they met here in Toronto and had 6 kids. And and my parents, where I grew up in Ontario housing. So my dad worked full time, made less than 20,000 a year, and my mom took care of 6 kids. And about 19 years ago, I sat down with Primerica, and they just educated me on how money works here in Canada and taught me the rules. And I got really passionate about that. And then 19 years later, this is all I've been doing with my wife, Jolene, is just educating, people like yourselves and just like everyone in different communities, just on how money works here in Canada. So I'm super excited to share with you a couple of tips today. I don't know everything, but I'm pretty confident of what I've known over the last 19 years. I can give you some knowledge, experience, and we'll have some fun today, and we'll open it up for some questions as well, okay? So I'm just gonna, can you make me a co-host so I can share my screen, please? Thank you. All right, technology, my favorite. Let me go here. Sorry. Okay, no, not there. Okay, here we go. So welcome to Wealthy Wednesday. First of all, I want to acknowledge all of you for like who you are to people in your communities and around you. The services you provide for people and families is unbelievable. And we need more people like you to help people with their health and everything else that you do for them. So thank you for doing that. That is amazing. And I wanted to acknowledge all of you. So great job. Okay. So we're going to make this interactive. What does wealth mean to you?
Comfort.
Go ahead.
Comfort.
Comfort, yes. I love that.
Peace of mind.
Yes, peace of mind. So good.
The ability to afford.
Yes, I love that. So good. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's so good, right? And just having options, right? And I think that's important too. So that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and today we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm not complicated. I'm really simple, and when I teach, it's very simple. I like to make it interactive so I know you're understanding what I'm sharing. So how do you win the money game if you were never taught the rules, right? That's why I got involved, is because no one taught my parents how money works here in Canada. So my parents couldn't teach us. So that's why we didn't, as kids, we never won the money game because we were never taught. And I'm sure they didn't teach this in school because they never taught me in school. So yeah, yeah. So once you learn the rules of the game of money, you can play the game and have an opportunity to win.
One second, George. I'm just gonna mute Marian here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so I want to start off with the house, okay? So when we look at a house, the foundation is the most important part, because without the foundation of the house, the walls are going to collapse. But also with the foundation, you want to make sure that all these areas, in your finances, like when it comes to, protecting your income, right? Budget, emergency fund, a will, how important a will is here in Canada. How important it is to set up an emergency fund, because what a lot of people do is they go to credit cards, lines of credit when it comes to emergencies. Meanwhile, we will teach you on how to set up an emergency fund, so when you need to use it, you can go to cash and not to credit cards, right? We want to make sure that you pay off debt properly. We want to make sure you're saving for retirement, that so when you're in retirement, you have financial freedom where you can do what you want when you want and not worry about retirement. We want to make sure you have education savings for your kids, right? So that when it's time to go to school, that there's money there for them, right? And ultimately, your goals and dreams, earn extra income to make up the shortfall of your house. And that's what we really teach people. So as going through this house, because what happens is here in Canada, I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, but we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Would you agree with me? Right? So the
Yeah.
problem, yeah, so the problem here in Canada is that you're in the middle, and financial companies just want to sell you products, okay? But that's what they want to do. And that was me. I had 5 credit cards, I had life insurance, I had credit card insurance. I had everything from 5 different banks. Okay. And the problem was that all my paychecks when they came in, because my background is I played professional hockey. That was my background. And my other job was a personal fitness trainer at the gym, right? So every time I got a paycheck, it went to my credit cards. It already went out. Okay. Um, so what I learned is our solution to that, okay, and what I love is we provide a financial needs analysis, okay, a customized, confidential, and complementary program that helps you achieve your goals and dreams. This is what was presented to me 19 years ago, and it got me out of debt. It got me set up properly, okay, that 19 years later, that I'm on track, okay, to retire properly. I'm living a great life. I built an income that pays me if I work or not. So this is the education they provided me 19 years ago, and I took advantage of it, and I'm living what they said, what they told me to do 19 years ago. So I'm excited about that, because if I can do it, then I can teach other people to do it as well. Okay. A financial GPS to help you find answers to important questions, right? Like questions like, when would you like to be debt free? Right? How much money do you need for retirement? That sort of stuff, right? And what I also love about this GPS is that, if so, you're all travel nurses, right? If you weren't given an address to go to your next job, then you're going to be going in circles to try to find it, right? And that I use that because that's the problem here on the left side. Nobody's given a GPS to hit their goals and dreams. So you know, on our side, when we give you the GPS, just like you get the address to say you're going to go to this place and you're going to be there for 5 or 6 days, then you know where to go, right? So that's what we provide for everybody. And what I love, it's free. You know, 19 years ago, when they told me it was free, I'm like, I want two of them, right? Because I didn't have any extra money. I was barely making enough money. Getting paid $2,500 at a job was not enough to fund my lifestyle that I provide today for my family. Okay. And this financial needs analysis was the difference maker for me in my future. Okay. So does anyone have questions regarding this? I'll open it up to some questions. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I would just like to say that one good thing that I had experienced was that getting into travel nursing, I did not understand my finances. And so when I did my financial plan, which is kind of like my financial GPS, it kind of showed me the roadmap of how my money, the money I earned from travel nursing, how it can be used and how I can better allocate money such that I know what to do when it comes to tax time. So pretty much it showed me exactly, like, for example, one thing that I really did learn from a financial plan was that it helped to tell me if I was even earning enough for incorporation or if I should even be incorporated. It showed me those things that I was lacking in my knowledge of deciding whether I should be incorporated or not as a travel nurse. So some of you might be wondering, like, why do we need the financial education prior to a tax education? It's because the financial education puts us in a position where we are able to decide if we need to, how we need to maintain our let's say our status, like if you want to be self-employed or if you want to be incorporated. And so that's one very good thing about these educations, and that's like one of the base of it, because from this education you're going to know your financial standing when you meet one-on-one, such that they can help you analyze and understand your finances. And then from there, you're going to know if, when you present it to your accountant is going to help you understand, now, based on this assessment that we've seen here, I think it's better off if you're an incorporation or if you're a sole proprietor, because each of it comes with expenses. An incorporator pays different kind of administrative fees. A self-employed pays different kind of administrative fees. So this helps you to set a balance on what to decide for your status as a travel nurse. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing, Manette. That's so awesome. So good. So
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know this GPS, this financial GPS, does it pertain to just travel nurses?
For everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. For everybody, yes. So good. Thank you. So these are three numbers that I really want you to pay attention to. They're the most important numbers in our financial position, okay, for our life, basically. So the key numbers to unlock your financial freedom, basically, the first one is the IPN number, and I'm going to go through these with you. And I know next week, Jolene, my wife, will go through each one individually with you, like each one, and break it down for you. I'm just going to give you an overview, right? So the IPN is your income protection number, okay? The number two, the DFD is your debt freedom date, okay? And number three is your financial independence number. So these are the three numbers that the financial needs analysis provides for you on what your need is for your goals and dreams and for your family's goals and dreams, okay? So I'm going to break this down. So this is what it looks like. So your financial blueprint, okay, it looks like this. The theory of decreasing responsibility, so important, okay? So in the blue here, in the early years when you have young kids, you have a mortgage, you have car payments, you have debts, okay? Your income protection number is going to be high here in the beginning, okay? And in the yellow here, you may not have a lot of money saved right now, okay? So basically, we're going to teach you to start saving money, okay, in different vehicles like, you know, tax-free savings account, RSPs. There's different vehicles for different situations, depends on everyone's different, right? And we're going to teach you how your money is going to grow with interest and inflation. So as you get older, you see the blue is going to get down here. Your yellow is growing, your orange line is growing up because your money is growing for you, okay? And as you get older, your kids are going to be grown out of the house. You're okay. In the middle here, we're going to get you debt free, okay? And in your financial game plan, it's going to show you what your debt freedom date looks like. It showed me 19 years ago, and I got absolutely debt free. That's why I get to teach this, because I'm living it, okay? And then we're going to teach you how to get your money working for you so that, you know, when you're retired at 60, 65, 55, it depends when you want to retire, that we're going to make sure you're financially independent. So the financial plan is going to say your financial independent number is going to be 1.5 million, say, okay? So, and that financial plan is going to teach you on how much money you need to save to attain that number, okay? So when you get, so I'm just using 1.5 million right now as an example. So if my number is 1.5 million, right? So as I get older, my income protection needs are going to decrease because I'm going to be debt free. My kids are going to be grown out of the house, okay? And my retirement savings is growing. So once I get to retirement and my retirement income is 1.5 million, that means I'm self-insured. I don't need insurance anymore because I have liquid cash. So if something happens to me, my family gets my 1.5 million liquid cash. Does that make sense? So my protection, why I need it in the early years, is because I don't have that much money saved in the early years. Okay. So this is what we teach everybody, because I was paying money on credit card insurance, lines of credit insurance. I was paying auto insurance. I was paying life insurance. I was paying insurance on my line of credit. I was like insurance poor. It's like, okay, can I just pay one insurance to cover all my responsibilities? And that's what they did for me. So they saved me money just on that one area. And the money they saved me there, I put towards my debt. So I got out of debt faster. And that extra money I put towards my financial independent number, saving for retirement. That's what we do. And I love that. So I didn't have to use any extra money because they found me money that I was already spending on things I didn't need to spend on. Okay. Does that make sense? I want to open that up for some questions about this picture that you see right now. Does anyone have questions?
I'm gonna say this is not a question, but does somebody want to say something? Then I can rather hold on and let you guys know. No. So last year, we had quite a lot of people that gave their testimony. There was one person that after the financial plan, it was he actually saved about $1,400 a month, because he realized he didn't know that he was paying for some services without knowing. He actually saved $1,400, and he's a travel nurse too. He told me, he sent the message. I had it printed out, but it's on my other phone, and the phone got broken. So unfortunately, I've lost that evidence. But yeah, personally, I saved about $460 a month because I was paying for things that I didn't know about. And so the financial plan assessment helped me expose that. Sorry, my son is just at the background getting all excited. Yeah. So it did help a lot of people, to help them. It shows your face like a good representation of how your money goes away every month. And you might be in debt, not knowing that you could pay that off, but you're busy wasting the money on something else that you didn't know, that you were not aware about anyway. So yeah, so that's pretty much the good thing that I experienced with the financial plan.
So good. Thank you for sharing, Minette. Does anyone have questions? That was great. So yeah, this is great. You know, every day, I get to save money with families all the time just by doing their financial game plan and realizing and them realizing like, you know, asking them questions and realizing where they're spending extra money where they don't have to. So putting money back into families' pockets and actually utilizing that in their financial plan towards their retirement and debt freedom date, I love that. So I go to bed sleeping good at night because I'm providing education for families and helping them save money. So I feel good about that. Okay. And that's what Jolene, my wife, and I have been doing for the last, you know, almost in March, it's going to be 20 years. And I really, we're more excited because, you know, we're just helping more families. So I wanted to share that with you. So a goal without a plan is just a wish. Would you guys agree with me? Yeah. So like so these are a couple of numbers. So number one, make money, right? Number two, use that money to make more money. Okay. And number three is to repeat. Okay. Very, very important. So I'm pretty much done. Like I'm like I like to be simplify, you know, just keep it simple for everyone, okay? Um, if you would like a free financial game plan for you and your family, please reach out to Manette. Manette will get back to us. We can set up a one-on-one time and we can do it. It's private and confidential. We can jump on a Zoom and do that together. And also, if you would like a free How Money Works booklet, it's the concepts we teach families. It's free, it's digital. We can get that to you as well. Okay, please reach out to Mint and we can get you all that information. Okay. And yeah, and you know what? I'm possible. That's what, you know, that's all. You are possible. Like what you're all doing for families and really helping them in your work is unbelievable. Okay. And I like, you know, really appreciate you for doing that. Okay. Because people really need help. And what I get to do with my wife and Manette is we get to really help families on the financial side of things and really provide the education and the knowledge where you get to make the decision if it makes sense for you. Okay, which is great, and I love that because when you make that educated decision, then you decided to do it. That's your choice, and our job is to provide you with all the information and nothing's left out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my share here. Okay. And this, yeah, this is it. Oh, there is, yeah, sorry. This slide here has my wife's phone number on there. You can reach out to her or you can reach out to Manette. And we can set up your financial plan whenever you like, no problem. I know some of you are in different provinces, so that I'm in Ontario, so my time's ahead, but it's all great. Like last night at 11:30 at night, my time, we set up a financial plan for someone that lives in BC, which was what was it, 8:30 their time. But we're up because we're really passionate and love what we do because we love to help people just like you, right? And it doesn't, there's no such thing as a time. We're like, we're here, we're ready to help. So I'll stop my share and open it up to any questions that anyone has. And I know a bunch of people came on late. Does anyone have any questions for me? Thank you for coming on today. Any questions, anybody? You can still hear me and stuff?
Yeah, hearing you.
Pardon? All right, yeah. So, you know, if you're interested in having a free financial game plan, definitely reach out to Minette. There was my wife's number was on there as well, and we can set up a time and do that privately as well. Okay.
George,
Yeah.
we had somebody message me. They were asking what are some different specific ways they can save money.
Save money? Yeah, we could definitely, I could definitely, well, through through a financial game plan, I can show you strategies for you on where to save money, what's the best vehicles to use. When I talk about vehicles, I mean like, is a tax-free savings account beneficial for you in your situation? Is an RRSP beneficial for you? And I teach you on how those work and what works better for your situation and what you're working with. So yeah, I can definitely provide that information for you, no problem. There's no fee, it's free. If I'm able to provide a game plan for you and help you save money in different areas, okay? Like for instance, I saved the family $150 a month on their auto and home insurance yesterday. They didn't have to pay me. The companies that I have access to, which I have access to all the financial companies, they pay me for helping a family save $150 directly. And what the family's doing is that they're just referring me to their family and friends to say, can you give them a second opinion? And I said, yeah, sure. That's my business. It's a referral business. So no fees. Any other questions? And you might not have a question now, but later on you might do. Message Minette directly, and Minette is like, we're a phone call away. There's something in the chat here. Let me see. Yeah, that's the chat. No fee. Perfect.
So did anybody learn any information today that they would like to talk about, or something that they are interested in?
Mhm.
You're welcome, Marianne.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is there anything that somebody would like us to elaborate on? Because this is just a short 30-minute Zoom. So it's definitely not enough to learn everything, right?
Yeah.
So if you have any question that you might want to ask, any question at all.
Wait, I'm coming.
Mhm. There's a question about an RESP. Yeah, I can definitely show you you know, where the money should be where the RESP should be set up and how it works. What I find in my past is that RESPs, there's a lot of fees attached to RESPs. So I just make sure that you're in the right, you know, that your money's your RSP is making money, and that you're not paying fees when you have to take out the money for your kids. There's a lot of questions when it comes to RESPs that I can support you with, no problem. But we can do that. Depends on your where your RESPs are. I have to look at that and educate and read the documents that you have, and then I can read it and then I can go through it with you. So that would be like on a one-on-one basis for sure. There's lots of areas. There's areas where you know, people are spending lots of money on, say, just life insurance, and basically they're spending $200 a month, and they only have 100,000 of coverage, and which is not a lot of coverage, and spend a lot of money. So I really educate families in that area as well. And the financial game plan really showcases how much protection you need at the time, and what it costs and stuff like that. So proper protection is very, very important.
Okay,
And
guys, are you okay? Maybe we want to wrap up. No questions is coming.
yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Like I said, reach out to Minette. We can set up one-on-ones to go over some of the questions you had. We could do that privately, and take it from there.
Maybe someday we can also. I'm so sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Someday, I think, George, I wouldn't mind if you guys use my own financial plan to show it to the to the group just so that they can get an understanding of it. Because to be honest, if you don't know where your finances stand, it's hard to decide if you should be incorporated or if you even need to be incorporated, because some of us are incorporated when we don't even need to. So need to be. Some of us are sole proprietors when we don't. We could benefit more being incorporated. So that's the important thing for this step right here. And because it comes with other benefits like saving you extra money, why not? And it's free, so it's up to you to benefit from it or not. Oh God.
100%, right? Yeah. If you're, when you make a lot of money here in Canada, the tax man in Canada, they like to take a lot of money. So and we teach you on how to save on income tax refunds and returns, on having a home-based business or that stuff there is my wife is really good in that area and very knowledgeable. I'm still learning, but it's great that like I said, I'm learning and when we can save you money because the tax man's taking a lot of money, we feel good about it. So if you have questions regarding that as well, set up a time where we can set up a one-on-one and go through, that as well. So
I moved from paying the government more than $60,000 in tax return as a travel nurse.
Wow.
And now I actually make money from the government. So like this year, I actually made money back. And because of that, I'm going back to review all of my previous financial standings and the previous taxes just to see and understand exactly what went wrong that I was paying that much and all that stuff. So yeah, up to you to learn and benefit.
So good.
Okay, sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm a travel nurse as well.
Yeah.
And I got incorporated sometimes in June last year. So just want to confirm, am I going to file my tax prior to March or when it comes to June?
That's a question I can't answer for you. I apologize,
Okay.
but I know my wife can answer that question, or maybe Manette.
Actually, no, the financial planners don't answer tax-related questions.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Zoom on Friday at 1:00 same time,
Perfect.
3 p.m. Ontario time, that we are specifically for those questions. So keep it. We have the answer, but we have it for you on Friday. We're gonna definitely give it to you. Judge don't know it.
No.
I personally, I don't know the specific cutout dates. So our tax accountants will definitely ask it. Or ask it in the group so that I can make sure that I ask it. If to say you're working on that day, I can ask the question for you. So text it in the group, and then I would remember to check the messages before the tax Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody else have a question? It's 3:30 now, my time. Well, thank you all for coming on today, and I hope you learned something, and I hope to get to meet you and look at your financial game plan and provide the education and the knowledge for you and your family so you can be on track for financial freedom here in Canada. So thank you for coming today.
Thank you all for attending. We are definitely going to be closing off the Zoom now, and I will share the recording for everybody else to be able to have access to. Thank you all so much. Thank you, George. Thanks for the question.
Thank you, Manette. Thank you. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
bye.
Sorry, Manette. I sent a message to you. Would you reply?
Okay. Yes,
thank
yes,
you.
I will. Let's see. What is the best way to Let's see.
What's your name on the group?
Oh, my name is Minette.
Is that what you saved on the group?
No,
too?
it should be Flex Crops. It's my business name. Flex Crops.
Flex Crop. Okay. Then I got
Yes, Flex
you. I'll
Crops.
message
Yeah.
you now. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Or you just text it in the group so that I can actually know which group you're from.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do
just
that.
post it in the groups. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And you guys,
Thank you.
let me know if you have any other questions at the back. I'll be here to help you. Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day. Bye bye.